Decimals, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, decimals. So let's have a look at our example question. We've got 8 take away 2.5. Now sometimes when we come to subtraction, it is actually easier to count up, and it'll be often quite easy to do that with a number line. So if we have 2.5 and we're going to add up to 8, so the next jump to the nearest whole number, and the nearest whole number would be 3, and then we'd jump from 3 to get to 8. Now 3 add 5 gives us 8. 2.5 or 0.5, the same as saying a half, is adding another half, so that's 0.5. So then we have a look at the jumps that we just made. We've got a 5 and a 0.5 to give us 5.5 as our answer. Sometimes a question will ask you to find the middle number or the middle value. So in this case, in the example we've got is 2.5 and 2.8. Find the middle value. So let's have a look at the jumps. We've got 2.5. Now we know they've got 2 as the whole number in common. So we can sort of ignore that and put that one in. 2 point something, 2 point something. So we've got 5, something, something, 8. 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8. It's going up in 0.1. That's what you're adding on. Now if we try to find the middle number, 1 on the end, 1 on the end. Now then, we've got 2, so we're looking for the value in the middle between 2.6 and 2.7. So 2.6 and 2.7. Now if we think about money, that would be 2.6, or it'd have to be £2.60. This one would be £2.70. What value is in the middle of that? It's 2.65 or £2.65 in this case when we're thinking about money. Often with decimals, just as a tip, it is useful to think about money if we can, because obviously that's something that we're used to throughout the day and throughout our everyday lives. So we have £2.60, 2.65, 2.7 or £2.70 here. Sometimes you can think about putting that placeholder in, and that's exactly what we've done there with the money. It does make it a little bit more easier. Also, if you're adding decimals, so if we had 2.5 add 0.69, it will be good practice to put a value in here to have that placeholder. Even more so when we're thinking about not adding, if we're thinking about subtracting, because if you didn't have the value there, your answer would be 9 take away nothing would give you 9, which is not the case because you've got a 0 in that placeholder here. So it's really important to put that in.